This is the 6th annual Pasadena International Film Festival. And as most of you know, the Pasadena Film Festival is all about community. It's about businesses in Pasadena. It's about bringing film to Pasadena. It's about you guys being here in Pasadena to celebrate this film festival.
Now, about how we started the festival. So, I was in a film who won some awards and did the festival circuit. I made friends with the organizers of that film festival there. Looking at things behind the scenes, I thought maybe I could start a film festival. But I'm mostly all talk, so what happens is Jessica was actually who pushed me to get it done, and it took us like...
each other.
And there was no Pasadena Film Festival.
Yeah, we saw a void to fill, we saw a niche to fill. But there's like a really ripe culture in Pasadena. There's tons of museums and nonprofits and a great support for arts and culture. There's theaters and there's a symphony. So it seemed like a really perfect place to create or found a film festival.
Everybody else calls themselves some other type of name. But we actually try to make the city part of, as a character in the festival itself.
Well, I live in Pasadena. This is actually my local theater. This is where I come to see movies. So it's pretty cool that the world premiere was at my hometown theater.
It took us like 2 years just to prepare the first year.
But you have to understand, we had no help, we had no money, we had no experience. I think the most important thing with anything is you just get people who believe in you, and that's the most important thing. So we took a few meetings, and everyone was very emotionally supportive of the idea, but what we really need is people who are financially supportive of the idea. So, there's that triangle, fast, good, and cheap, pick two. So we decided to do good and cheap. And we're like, okay, this is going to take some time.
And we got the city involved, and they did help in the beginning. Especially the film office was very helpful that first year.
Yeah, we were very lucky in that Ariel Penn was at the film office, and she was a screenwriter, so she was already passionate because we met with other people from the city who were like, oh, the city, it's impossible. It's absolutely impossible. And we call her, and she's like, I can give you $3,000. So I think it depends on who has passion for what you're doing. And it sort of snowballed from there. And after the first year, I didn't even know if we'd do it again. And a friend of ours said, well, you've got the venues locked down, you've got the sponsors locked down, you've got the submission platforms locked down. Like, all you need now, the hardest part's over. So I said, you're right. And we've kept it going ever since. And every year it's gone a little bit easier.
And now we're in our 6th year and very proud of it.
Going into our 7th. It's crazy.
God, time flies.
Time goes by so fast. Regarding submissions, we have a fantastic team of readers and screeners. Our first year, we only had 300 submissions, so we pretty much took care of everything ourselves. But every year we get a lot more. Now it's around 1,000. We have a great team of readers and screeners. Because it's not the Marco and Jessica Film Festival. I can't watch horror. Neither of us are fans of, like, say, a baseball documentary, right? So that doesn't mean it's not a good film. So we try to make sure every movie has at least 3 separate individuals watching it, critiquing it, screening it. It's all on Film Freeway. We say to our screeners and readers, if you know anyone involved with the film, assign it to someone else, because we've had to turn friends down. Because, it's tempting because you want to, they're your friends, so you're biased. So that's why we have to have really, really strict rules where we've had, even members of our board act in films that we couldn't accept because there's film festivals out there that just become friend festivals, and that's fine if that's what their business model is. But for us, it's like...
We try to keep the quality as high as possible, and one of the things that we're really proud of is the fact that 100% of our submissions now, I can say that,
are not
100%,
curated.
Yeah, they're not curated. They're all submissions. We don't curate. We don't go around asking for films to be in our festivals. No, they're all submissions. And everybody's treated fairly. Everybody pays the submission fee equally. There are no exceptions. Fairness and quality. This is something that we highly value.
Networking, meeting other people, talking to other filmmakers who go through the process that we go through, because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of grinding. It's a lot of pulling favors. It's a lot of sticking to your passion when the world isn't making it easy for you. So it's good to meet other people who go through that experience, who want to also continue to go through that experience in order to tell stories that really impact people. And so I think building a community out from our film and our contacts is a big hope out of the festival.
Absolutely, yeah. Meeting film, like Neil said, meeting filmmakers and hearing about their journey along the way is a great part of the film festival experience. So we're excited about that.
If you want to be a filmmaker, you have to find some way to get attention to your film. You're not going to initially get distribution unless you are doing something for Fox or one of the major studios. Distribution is always the challenge, and so the way to get noticed and get distribution is through festivals.
The main benefit is the networking, the people you'll meet. And for example, our jury is managers, agents, and distributors. That's it, just people who can help further a filmmaker's career. So
Exactly.
we have Monica Scribelis, who runs the American Pavilion at Cannes. So we've had a lot of our shorts go from us to Cannes, which people are excited about. And then we had Valerie McCaffrey, who's a manager and a casting director.
A lot of the benefit into getting into our festival is also the fact that, yes, you get to network, you get to meet people, but it's that building that community between filmmaker, producer, actor, composer, whatever, and getting people together, talking to each other, and eventually collaborating in future projects. That's the whole idea, to get you guys enough of a network to meet people and work together in the future, because that's what this is all about. One thing that is very important to us is that we feel like there has been, and it's been a while now, a trend in film festivals catering to those who really already have a name, already have the star power, and really don't need much advertising. And that is something that we wanted to fight against, or at least try to level the playing field, and actually focus on the filmmaker and make it about them, the independent filmmaker, the independent film, that is actually what needs attention, what needs doors to open and needs help. That is very important to us. So to us, that's one of our main goals, is bring it back to the source.
Meeting the filmmakers and talking to them about their films, and just having a chance to kind of network, because I work in entertainment, so this is a good chance to meet people that I don't normally get a chance to meet.
I like to meet the filmmakers. I love hearing about what motivates people to, for each passion project, what it is that motivated them to make that film. I like hearing just, the stories about how far people will go to pursue their dreams, and we get filmmakers from all over the world. And most of the ones who travel are from the U.S., but they'll be coming from all over the U.S., and it's interesting to hear their stories and their backgrounds.
Pasadena Film Festival has been a fantastic experience. The team is terrific. The venue is outstanding. Everybody's been so supportive. I would recommend it to any filmmaker.
We thank you so much for being a part of the Pasadena Film Festival, and we invite you to support us. Come back for more. Tell your friends about us. Get the word out, and let's keep on growing. It's an honor for me to be here every year, and I just see this festival getting better and better, and the people are just more excited and enthusiastic, and this is great.